Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon us all. Imagine a factory worker who has worked for decades. He knows the ins and outs of the machine. He faithfully works overtime. He raised his children on a meager wage. Then one morning, he came to the factory and saw a new machine had replaced it. Not because he's lazy, it's not that he's incompetent, but because the company feels that machines are more economical than humans. Distinguished guests, this is the face of the world when it is automatically run without social responsibility. Therefore, I stand in support of the motion. This council will impose high taxes on manufacturing companies that automate large numbers of employees. What is meant by automation is the use of technology, programs or robots to replace human labor on a large scale. What is meant by mass is that more than 50% of human work in the production system is replaced by machines. And high taxes is a fiscal policy to disincentivize companies that massively replace humans without social solutions. We can see for ourselves in many industrial areas, large factories are starting to replace machine operators, packaging staff, and even administration's department with automated system. In the past, one production line could employ dozens of people. Now, just five technicians manage the machine for the control room. What are the consequences? Workers who do not have digital skills, most of whom come from the lower middle class, are forced to live without provisions. And this is not just one or two cases. This happens in many industrial areas, from East Java to Batam. If states remain silent, automation will continue to expand indefinitely. And when thousands of people lose their jobs, who will bear the social burden? High taxes are a form of control. If companies want to replace humans with machines, then they must take responsibility for the impact. Many say technology is the future. That's right. But whose future? If only big companies profit and then millions of people lost their jobs. That's not progress. That's not progress. That's inequality. High taxes are not a punishment. Taxes are a tool of justice, like a carbon tax on environmental polluters. This is taxes imposed to make companies think twice before replacing humans completely. Taxes collected from automation companies can be used for retraining programs for workers, creating new jobs in other sectors, subsidies from SMEs and cooperatives. This means that the transition towards this era of automation becomes human, not just efficient but cruel. If the party opposing the motion says if taxes are high, investors will run away. So I answered, investors who are afraid of paying justice are not the investor we need. This text actually shows that Indonesia is a country that cares about its people, not just about economic growth rates. I'm not against technology. I believe the future must be modern. But if modernization comes at the expense of humans, then we are not progressing, we are replacing conscience with algorithm. Therefore, I support this motion so that technology is not only owned by corporations but also directed by countries that care about their people. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.